If you missed the review of my cheap Chinese Moto in Paraguay, check out my Kenton GL 150. After the 1500 kilometer break-in period, I took that bike down to Encarnacion, 350 kilometers away from Asuncion. Saw some great sights, got to see the sunset, and ended up at the De La Costa Hotel in Encarnacion right off La Costanera. Great ride. This was only to be a 2-day adventure, so on the next day I started my return with a breakfast buffet on the veranda. And then I made it up to the roof to check out Encarnacion from a different viewpoint, and I headed back. Gonna head up Route 8 this time on the way home. But Chapter 1 of my return ended with the end of the paved road, and I just had to keep on going. Chapter 2 was dirt road, more dirt road, lots of bridges, more dirt road, and my broken motorcycle. In Chapter 3 of my return from Encarnacion, we get that bike fixed and finally hit pavement again. So the motorcycle's broken. I can't continue. And all I can remember is all those ADV rider posts where the guy breaks his motorcycle, a bunch of guys load the motorcycle onto a truck, they take it to the next town, and they get it welded. Why not try that? So I turned back around, went back to the town of Jegros, and stopped at the first gas station. We just rolled up to the gas station, and the attendants out there, because it's all full serve everywhere you go down there, just stepped off the bike, flipped the kickstand down, walked back, and showed him, like, yeah, está roto. It's broken. Well, you got somebody who can help me fix this thing? You got a welder in town, something like that? So he directs me. He's like, all right, so what you need to do is head down in that direction. Go like 3 or 4 blocks until you hit the obelisk in the center of town. And then turn left. You'll pass a pharmacy. You'll pass a laundromat, and then on your right is going to be the local welder. It's like, okay. So followed his directions. They were perfect. Made it to the place, and just stopped at the front door, got off the bike. You got to clap. You clap to get somebody's attention. They don't really have doorbells most of the time, so you clap at the front door, you clap at the gate, and so I clapped, waited. Kids are running around the yard. Obviously, the guy's a welder. There's a whole bunch of his work sitting in there. So, stopped to talk to him. He's like, oh yeah, I can take care of that. Pulled out his little stick welder and got to work. Notice his welding gloves and welding jacket and welding helmet. Yeah, he's actually got most of that stuff. But it's not necessary for a job this tiny. And his little stick welder, I mean, check this thing out. Runs on 220 because everything runs on 220 down there, but that is the welder that he used. There he is, welding up the bike. Had some trouble getting off the seat. Once you get that seat off, you just welded right through the paint and put it all back together. Now here's some of his work. He's been putting together some trailers for the plentiful farms around here. Lots of sugar cane. There's another one of his trailers. And here's a column, bunch of rebar that's bent and all welded. It's a vertical column used on lots of buildings. And here's another, some kind of device that he made and painted. And again, all that with a simple little welder like this. Impressive work. It makes a pretty good living. Got the motorcycle fixed. I'm ready to go. I've had a great conversation with this guy. He's shown me a bunch of the things that he can do. It was really good. Good cultural experience. So, got on the road. It's late. It's a whole lot later than I wanted to get home already. But, 50 kilometers left of dirt road? No big deal. I've already done half of that. Hopefully the welds won't break. Hopefully something else bad won't happen. But I saw a sign that says 50 kilometers to Villarrica. That's all I need. Just 50 kilometers, and then I turn left and head straight home. Maybe I'll make it home by sunset. See what happens, but it's looking good. After Jegros, where my bike broke, and for many kilometers afterward, the road got a whole lot worse. And it doesn't look too bad, but it was deeply sandy and rutted and just really difficult to go more than 50 kilometers per hour. Then there were some cows in the road, and they weren't moving, so I just had to kind of slowly ride the motorcycle in between. They didn't flinch. Then there was this ranch. Really pretty. Guys riding horses next to the road. And then I hit this little section right here. If you look carefully, you can see pavement in the background. Asphalt. This is heading south. They're finishing up Route 8 after 65 kilometers of yucky, sandy, rocky, road. This is the beginning. Look at that. No markings on it yet, no signs at all, but I'm taking it. 3 kilometers later, starts again. Different colors of dirt, and lots of flat land, and some trees. The big monstrous excavator, biggest one I've seen yet in Paraguay. And now it's pavement covered with large quantities of gravel. Look at that line of interesting plants. And now it's just an active work zone. That red dirt that they wet down, that is slick. But by the time I come back here next time, Route 8 will be fully paved, and there will not be this kind of adventure. Too bad. That says Villarrica 50 kilometers. Whatever town this is, Casapa. I'm tired. And it's becoming easier to make the transition from really bad, yucky, sandy road to paved road. And I'm getting used to it, and it's working out better. And I can tell whether or not I should be going slower or just rolling along. So anyway, 50 kilometers to Villarrica, and then I turn left and go to Paraguay and then home. 150 kilometers, 2 or 3 hours. This is rough, but fabulous. Next time, in the final chapter of my return from Encarnacion, I spend some time with the police and am finally reunited with the family. Stay tuned.